JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, bounty killer in UK for first visit in 15 years. Veteran dancehall artist Bounty Killer has touched down in the United Kingdom for the first time in more than a decade. This after his UK work permit was reinstated recently. The entertainer shared several videos of himself on Instagram documenting his travel journey. One footage showed the artist strolling through the airport with his luggage and travel documents in hand, while another showed him walking along what appeared to be a street in the UK. It is unclear if the entertainer will be making any stage appearance while in the United Kingdom. However, his arrival in the country was met with a flood of congratulatory messages from colleagues and fans alike. Then why me feel happy and excited? I wish I was here to see this performance, cause none of them know the song them like me. People dead, dancehall Queen Spice commented under one of Bounty's posts. Fellow artists Sham, Agent Sasko, Stylo G, Skilly Bang, Mungo Honorable and countless others also showed love to the warlord. In an Instagram post late last month, the five-star general showed a photo of what appeared to be the visa page of his travel document. Labeling the occasion as a new rising, the artist shared that God is in control as he welcomes new opportunities. New album, new visa, it is a new rising like the phoenix. So if you start lose weight, do it now. When I say I couldn't get back no visa, but a God in control. Never will I ever bow, stoop, bend, nor sell out. Bounty captioned the image. 7 arrested for extortion in Halfway Tree. 7 men were arrested in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew on Wednesday, after personnel from the Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch continued operations Transportation Streamline were extortionists of private passenger vehicle PPV operators within the corporate area are targeted. In addition to being arrested for extortion, the men were brought into custody for breaches of the Main Road Act and being in possession of offensive weapons. The arrest of these individuals is in keeping with a joint commitment by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Transport Authority, and Island Traffic Authority to substantially improve safety and security, as well as safe movement of people within the transportation sector. These operations will be conducted on the entire island. Persons who aim to disrupt the sector and cause mayhem will be arrested repeatedly until they earn themselves long jail time, the police said. Woman killed, man injured in Mandeville crash. A woman succumbed to injuries she sustained, and a man has been hospitalized following a motorcycle crash on Old Greenvale Road in Mandeville on Wednesday night. Relatives identified the deceased as Jody K. Young, otherwise called Angel, a resident of Belfield in Manchester. Preliminary reports show that the crash happened about 7:45 p.m. Young is said to be the pillion on the motorcycle and the man as the driver. He is reportedly employed as a courier. Scores of motorcyclists who turned up at the scene and the Mandeville Regional Hospital said that the crash resulted from a hit and run. A car drove up on a bike from a street off Old Greenvale Road and hit the bike. The rider lost control and crashed into a light post, said one of the motorcyclists. The woman was reportedly flung from the motorcycle. The injured people were taken to hospital, where Young was pronounced dead and the man admitted in stable condition. Yam wanted for murder. The St. James Police have listed a Romeo or Ricardo Pusey, otherwise called Yam, as wanted for murder. The police say he frequents the Rosides area of St. James. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Romeo or Ricardo Pusey is urged to call the Montego Bay Police at 876-979-8452, Crime Stopper 311, the National Intelligence Bureau at 811, or the nearest police station. Gun and ammunition seized in West Morland, 4 arrested. 4 people are now in police custody following a gun and ammunition seizure in the Belvedere community of Bethel Town, West Morland, on Thursday morning. The Jamaica Constabulary Force says a rifle, an imitation firearm, and 11 rounds of ammunition were seized. They were seized during a pre-dawn police military operation supported by West Morland's operational support team. More than 320 devices suspected to be explosives found in Kingston Western. A joint police military intelligence operation at a premises on Darling Street in the Kingston Western Police Division on Monday led to the discovery of more than 320 devices that are suspected to be explosives. The operation was based on high-quality intelligence obtained through the diligent use of various technologies and other methodologies, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, said in a statement on Wednesday. We wish to underline the commitment and expertise of our officers who, by conducting this operation without any casualties, have demonstrated exemplary operational dexterity. While we understand the public's need for information, the very sensitive nature of this discovery means that certain specifics cannot be shared at this time. Currently, experts are conducting chemical tests to ascertain the exact nature of the substance found. The JSF will provide updates as and when it's appropriate, the police said. Additionally, the JSF said this significant seizure is a testament to the robust intelligence gathering capacity of our law enforcement agencies and underscores our unyielding commitment to ensuring the safety of the Jamaican people. Former one-don gang defendant accused of robbery granted $200,000 bail. Dwight Hall, who was within the one-don gang trial, was on Tuesday offered $200,000 bail on a charge of robbery with aggravation. Hall, also known as Jim Brown, of Bucktown in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, is being accused of stealing a knapsack containing almost $500,000 from a man. Bail was opposed by the police, which cited that Hall was involved in the gang trial and faced serious allegations. However, his attorney Courtney Rowe argued that his client was freed and therefore is a fit candidate for bail. Parish Judge Annette Austin granted bail on condition that Hall does not interfere with witnesses, surrender his travel documents, and reappear in court on December 1. Allegations are that on May 24, the complainant was carrying out a business transaction in Spanish Town when he was robbed of his knapsack containing $496,000. A report was made to the police, and Hall was arrested and later charged with robbery with aggravation. Man dies in house fire in Patrick City, St. Andrew. A man died in a fire at his house in Patrick Gardens, Patrick City, St. Andrew on Wednesday. He is 64-year-old Paul Smith. Firefighters say they received a call about 9:55 p.m. and when they arrived at 30 Beaconfield Avenue, they observed a 5-bedroom house engulfed in flames. The building was significantly damaged. Investigators are probing a claim from Smith's daughter Shauna Kay that the fire was deliberately set by a close relative. It is a case of arson. It's a case where his grandnephew, he lighted his room about 2 years before, so it's not the first time he's lighting it. But my father is a family person where he just thinks that he should take care of everybody. So each time I try to get the grandnephew out, he feels sorry for him and let him back in because he grew him from he was 6 months, she claimed. Cornwall Regional Hospital treating more patients with dengue symptoms. Clinical coordinator at Cornwall Regional Hospital, Dr. Delroy Frey, says there has been an increase in people requiring admission due to symptoms of the dengue virus. Dr. Frey says more children have been hospitalized in the last week.
And if my memory serves me right, we had about early this week six children admitted to the pediatric hospital. So we are always in preparation mode. Should these cases, the numbers increase, we might have to use some of the adult areas to deal with some of these cases. But I'm hoping that we won't reach that stage.
The Ministry of Health says children 5 to 14 years continue to be the most affected by the virus. As of October 17, Jamaica recorded 434 confirmed dengue cases from approximately 2,107 suspected, presumed, and confirmed cases. There were 7 dengue-related deaths, 5 classified as suspected. More than 50 PPV operators prosecuted for overcharging passengers. More than 50 public transport operators have been prosecuted for overcharging passengers during operations carried out by the Transport Authority across the island. The operations have been ongoing since Sunday, when the 19% fare increase for route taxi, rural stage, and anti-carriages took effect. Ralston Smith, managing director of the Transport Authority, said more than 80 route and stage carriage operators have been prosecuted for various offences. However, most relate to the fare increase.
We would have prosecuted in excess of 80 persons for various infractions, and the lion's share of that, of course, is in relation to overcharging of the committee. We, of course, will be treating it the whole matter of wearing out a prescribed uniform and the driver's badge. But in excess of 50 of those persons are prosecuted for the non-compliance with the fare structure. We want to ensure that before we prosecute, we do a thorough investigation to determine whether or not it was any misunderstanding or it was a blatant act on the part of the driver or conductor to overcharge a person. For the stage carriage, the base rate is $45 and the per kilometer rate is $6. So that 5 kilometer route would be 6 times 5, which is 30, and then you add the $45. So that commuter would be asked to pay that bus driver or the bus conductor $75 for the fare. But if they were to take a route taxi traveling 5 kilometers, then the route taxi fare would be $150. So one is 75 versus 150, and therefore it is that kind of understanding that needs to be had in the public domain.
JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.